Alright, so I'm kicking off this live stream by talking to all of you who may be watching on the second channel, because some of you will probably be sent to this VOD as instructions for understanding exactly what this is and what we're doing. And then there's going to be a bunch of confused people coming in on my live stream, twitch.tv/Xisuma. Go there and hit the follow button if you haven't done so already. And if you have, thank you for doing that. They'll be confused because I'll be halfway through explaining this all. So, we want to play create mode, create mod, together in creative. It has been some time since I played this. Maybe a year was when we did a server together and last had fun with this mod. We did that in survival. I've pretty much forgotten everything about it, but I have seen Tango playing it and I kind of want to get back into it for a little bit. But survival is a grind, it's a hassle, and I thought, why don't we play in creative mode? Now the problem with that is, what is the motive of playing such a mod in creative mode? It will be to create a spectacle together. So we have picked out this Terralith data pack that creates custom biomes. We put that into our Modpack, and we've picked out an area where we want to start building. I'm also flying off into the distance to showcase that there is a world border somewhere, 300 blocks away from the center. Aha. We've positioned this very carefully because there's some really interesting terrain beyond this world border in the opposite direction. So I will fly over there next. We will build together in an area, and when we sort of generally conclude what we're doing here, we'll move over to another area. And this allows us to like chop and change build themes, connect things in the world together with the rails and the trains that are actually in. And looks like they're getting started over here with something. This is fantastic. Okay, so if you want to get involved, if you're a part of our community already, then in the Discord, the server details will be shared to you. And if you're watching this thinking about signing up, you can go to xisumavoid.com/get-whitelisted. There's the instructions for joining our community, which gives you access to multiple servers, including this one, which is going to be up around the clock, unlike last time. So our staff are putting together some plans for like a village, a starter area. There'll be roads, there'll be plots. We're going to try and build to create a spectacle together in creative mode. So we're not going to build survival farms, but we'll build things that look like real life farms, and we'll take advantage of the create mod. I also don't want people to, abuse what you can do in creative mode. So we are trying to make a world that's stable for everyone to enjoy and play together. Now you see this fantastical terrain just over here. Beyond it is some really beautiful valleys with these like magical trees, and it gets really majestic over there. So that's probably the first direction we're going to expand into. But to begin with, we want to create a sort of more Minecrafty, beautiful looking industrial era town. Nothing too big, nothing crazy, a sort of humble town with some shops, some factories producing stuff, and some houses too. We've also got world edit on the server, might I add, so we can sort of copy and paste buildings and change them up a little bit, and we're trying to power play to create an amazing, spectacle. At the end of it, it's like a place you can come explore. We want it to be animated, the world to feel alive, and we can use the create mod to create small animations, so things like moving doors, or you go inside a factory and there's a bunch of cool stuff. This is generally the project that we want to do together, and everyone is welcome to come and join in. Please do, though, in the Discord server, read the README thing. I've tried to give a better explanation of everything that I've just said, including some do's and don'ts there as well. Like communicate with other people when you're building, so we know what we're putting where, and don't abuse create as well to come up with some bonkers contraptions just because you're in creative mode. The objective here isn't to play like we play in survival, it's to play differently. So hopefully, at the end of this series, whenever it concludes, there will be just this incredible world to go and explore and see all these wonderful builds. Really important thing, we're also using this as an opportunity to highlight a video, a mod, and I made a video about it on my main channel today. So if you want to know more about this mod, you can go find that video on there. The mod is called Item Swapper. It was created by TR7, and well, if I just grab some of these, because it also works with modded, you can quite easily set things up. In fact, I think Cuplex group together some of these, right? So if I use the magic key, I can swap this block to anything else, because I'm in creative mode. It doesn't matter if I've got it in my inventory or not, right? And so we get access to all of these blocks for building very easily. And then with create mode, like if we want to swap from portable storage interface to the depot to the weighted ejector, these things have been grouped together so that we can do that. As you can see, similar things that you might use are here. So we're trying to showcase how this mod can help us play create and also do building better. There's also another mod that helps you with building, but I don't know anything about it. It's like a player side sort of, I don't know, shape builder. Like it lets you build shapes and walls really quickly. So yeah, that's basically it. Is that the debug stick? No, this is not the debug stick. This is the wrench. It's not hooked up to any other tools yet. One thing we might do is make it swappable with these other ones, but I'm not sure how often you need to jump to stuff like that in Create. I also want to put down a bit of a disclaimer. I have forgotten so much that I had learned since I last played. I'm sure some of it will come back to me, but as you may know, with the Create mod, what do? Do you hold down W? I think you've got to go into here, and then you get an explanation. So this is the thing I wanted to achieve today. I wanted to put something that moves items around, like in a warehouse, just so you've got that animation, right? In survival, you'd be using it to transfer something from a contraption to another place. In this world, we'll be using it to animate the world. Skyfighter says, Create changed a lot too, and it's kind of easier now in a way too. That sounds good. So yeah, hopefully the plan is clear. For any of the mods admins that are listening, we can open up the whitelist, we can let people on. Be sure to communicate with our staff here and find out where the plots and stuff are going. I think what I'm going to do is just sort of familiarize myself with Create, get an idea for the contraption we want to make, and figure out a build palette. I think what I'm going to try and do is put a little bit of a factory somewhere once we know where the roads and such are going. Maybe up in these hills, or who knows, but yeah, it's going to be a super interesting project, and we've got some really nice terrain here to work with too. So how about those noises in the ear now that we're getting going here? I mean, Cuplex, amazing timing. Thank you so much for subscribing, dude. 68 months. Infernal hails to you, and thank you for setting up the create stuff for the item swapper mod. We got Matatat 24 here for 19 months. Sasha Away is here for 10. Oops, my apologies is here for 8. Thank you so much for your support. It's greatly appreciated. That's some good coffee, which has gone slightly cold because I didn't make it precisely before I started streaming. Goo Milker, the mod doesn't automatically suggest items. It's built out of the resource pack that comes with it. May School, 93 months, getting ever closer to that 100. I'm starting to develop some plans for that. 7 months, goodness me. X, check out the new Steam engine and see how it works. I think you know, we could at least have a look, right? But I'm a bit worried about getting into anything too advanced, but maybe it's not that advanced. So Steam engine, let's see what couplets attached to it. No tracks in this palette, interestingly. Don't know. That looks like the track, train track, yeah. I'm sure I'm gonna have fun with this at some point. Yeah, I had a feeling there would be something like like this. Turn too sharp. Can connect. Wow. And then you get that, and then when you break, then you get all the little parts. Yeah, this'll be interesting. This will be a part of the infrastructure. This place will have, you know, a train track to a depot, maybe a train track to another town eventually as well. Arch to me, thank you for 4 months of support. Appreciate it, my dude. X, your mod pack has a few problems. Lol. What's that, Cuplex? I'm not aware of any problems because I've only just started playing it. So which one? Item drain, steam whistle, and steam engine. See, I would have grouped those with this thing over here. Oh, and this thing, by the way, had that. Let's sit back, relax, and have a look. We have already done a little bit of placing, haven't we? You added a mod called Effortless Building, but you accidentally installed the Forge version instead of Fabric, so it doesn't work. Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to get the right one put into the pack at some point. So we don't have Effortless Building today, which is a mod that I didn't know. It just got recommended to put it in. Right, this is certainly cool. Oh, I like it. I like how it looks elevated with these pillars under it. That's cool. Oh, they'll automatically be paved if they're in the offhand. Interesting. And look, it's just for slabs. Wow, and then that's curved. Oh, we're gonna have fun with this mod pack, aren't we? Wait, they go into the Nether? Ah. Oh, that's bonkers. That is bonkers right there. End of Void Wolf, thank you for 9 months of support, my dude. Appreciate it. Oh, it can traverse unloaded chunks. Wow. Ah, okay. Maybe it keeps like a memory of what's in those chunks or something, or it's got a way of like soft loading them. I'm just curious as like what's behind that, perhaps. Seems very advanced. Very advanced. Steam engine. Steam engines can be placed on top of a fluid tank. We're luckily going to have access to all of this stuff just in creative. Axe Kicker, thank you ever so much for 20 months, my dude. Greatly appreciated. Ooh, I like the way that moves back and forth like that. This has a name, this mechanic thing right here. I watched a video about like a bunch of different piston-like mechanics recently, and this was in it. The thing of watching a video is I just forget. Seems like everyone is getting into Create lately, says Dragon Mage. It's one of those things, like once someone starts it, everyone else is like on looking like, oh, I love this mod. Like, I think most of the time people want to play it, and then Tango comes along and gets us all playing it. Gets us all inspired. This stuff just looks like cool to have, you know, just in a factory or whatever. Wow, look at that. Now, this doesn't look like a train engine, right? Steam engine, I kind of assumed train. So, let's type in train again. Right, we've got train track, train schedule, train casing, station, signal. Okay, I understand what they're probably going to be for, right? Controls, train door. Let's go back to this menu. So maybe I got confused about the steam engine. Huh, these are the other things we just picked out. So the train controls, is this? This is interacting with the track. These casing blocks look more like it, and then there's something on top of it. Let's go back. Wait, that was the thing on top of it, wasn't it? Oh, it was showing us that. I thought it was the thing that it put down here. No, that's something different. So it's showing us this. Train controls are required on every train contraption. Notice how there's casing blocks underneath and wheels, so there's probably like a group of blocks you need together. But I don't think I want to get into trains just immediately. It'd be a bit too easy. Oh, do we have a server crash? Chat message validation failure. Interesting. But is it a cert? It's not. Well, actually, maybe it is, because only Cuplex is left on. Ponder the train casing. It doesn't need an engine, just controls. Let's have a ponder. Oh, it doesn't let me ponder train casing, funny enough. Anyway, that's not where we were intended on heading today. Let's fly back to the village and just see if... Aha. I think someone's creating a river through here. Okay, I think I start to see a possible plot. Oh, something I wanted to do is create like an ideas board. Warehouse, excellent. A road going over here, cool. So maybe I'll pick a spot up here and then that can sort of join. I think I'm going to build like another warehouse typey thing too. Got another sign here. That's a road coming across. So there's probably going to be like a bridge. Oh, what if we made a... I was going to say drawbridge. Yeah. Like, what if we built some sort of drawbridge to go across the water today, right? This would be pretty easy to fill in with water using a command. As for the oh, Garth is nodding. As for the bottom of this, you could possibly use World Edit just to randomize stone with like andesite. The layer above, you could possibly randomize some blocks just to not make it feel so, you know, obvious what's going on here. But I'll do the drawbridge. That could be a really cool project, right? So this could be like a bit of a town center vibe on the opposite side or something. A dam or a drawbridge. You don't need a command, you have hose pulley. What is hose pulley? Oh. That. Well, this would be, if you wanted a permanent fixture in the world, then this would be a cool thing to add in, but I think using a command is probably quicker. It's something I wanted to emphasize. We're going to use creative mode and world edit. Like, this is about creating a spectacle, so whatever makes that easier we should use. Magnum Indy, thank you for 14 months. Curls of Doom, the one, the only, gifting subs, as always. Talbar, the Finky. Be sure to say thanks in the chat. Randy Nicole's here, gifting a sub to Megalagor. Megalagor, probably butchered your name, but thank you ever so much for tuning in. Be sure to say thanks in the chat if you were gifted a sub. We've got a beautiful community here. So this, this drawbridge, like, how will it be activated? I think you need a creative motor and probably some sort of cog. I'm going to be jumping into this a little bit blind, let's say. Now, in order to create like a platform that gets pulled up and pushed down again, you need something along the lines of these sticky... Oh, this might be worth pondering. Yes. Yes. That is rotational force though, right? Now, we can use rotational force just set up at a different angle in order to achieve like the drawbridge effect. So I kind of wanted to go away from where everyone else is and not be like at the center of the action doing stuff, but I guess we've ended up here. Super glue, I think, is what we need. As for the material this thing will be built out of, what's a good looking material? This is a nice texture. That could possibly work. Like a road material, like it's a bit smooth. That we need something a little rougher. This might be more suitable for a road. That one definitely is. The bricks on occasion. Okay, so here's where we need to use this more, right? Then the polished bit can go in there too. Then you've got these, which I think, yeah, they're probably a bit much. And lastly that. So those can go together. I think it just needs something like tough, maybe, alongside it. Oh, what's this? Cut tough. Hello. Hello, I think we found our build palette. There's a nice gradient to be achieved here, isn't there? Notice how I've still got that like instinct to put multiple blocks on the hotbar. So let's say that's our road material. What do you think of that, peeps? They're using that to fill it up anyway. Brilliant. Okay, so then... Okay, that can be placed that way. That's great because this, whatever we put here, can rotate with it. So if I go... I've got to remember to keep doing this. Oh, that's so useful, so useful. Can I go... How does this work again? Empty hand? Oh, no, scroll wheel. Is there some sort of restriction because of the blocks around it? So I'm not seeing any action on that yet. Have I picked up the wrong thing? I think I have. We had something on a bearing. Sticky mechanical piston. Mechanical. There you go. Bearing was the name. Uh-huh. Been kicked again. The timing with the drop in the music was sus. We probably need the mods on the server to get rid of the chat signing. Mace, if you're listening, and you know what mod that is, and you want to chuck it on and restart, just go right ahead. Because I think that's just going to keep happening. There's probably another thing you need to do. Right-click the bearing with an empty hand to attach the structure you just built in front of it. Ha! There you go. There you go. But we also need like 2 states. We need to press a button and say like, rotate this way until it's 90 degrees and then rotate back again. Something like that. And then our structure obviously can be like several blocks wide. So there is like a thing that goes in the middle. Maybe it's the gearbox? No, the gearbox isn't it. Maybe it's a... Let's try this one. Encased chain drive. No, that's not it. It's coming back to me a little bit though, remembering a few things here. Hey, Curls of Doom, thank you for gifting a sub to Garth12 for 31 months. Appreciate it. Thank you again for another gifted sub. What were we doing? Gearbox changes direction. That's vertical. So the clutch. Did we look at the clutch? This is the thing that stops and starts it with redstone, right? So that might be useful. Might be useful. Let's go put down an engine. Is the clutch on this one? It is. Now, I think this means that redstone stops it. Let's find out. Like, yeah, rotational force was stopped. Now, the thing is, like, we want it to go between 2 positions, right? Like, all the way up and then all the way back down again when someone activates it. There is that programmable bearing. Ooh, I remember doing some crazy stuff with one of the... Ooh, let's go back one. One of these bearings. And another gifted sub! Blackjack! Good to see ya. Good to see you here. Thank you again, Curls. And as always, be sure to say thanks in the chat for the gifted sub. Hi X, I came here from your YouTube channel, says Alferius. Thank you for coming by. I have not been watching this. Yep, upon receiving rotational force, the structure will be rotated according to the hour of the day. Hour of the day is kind of not what we want, right? So that's clockwork. So clock is for time of day, I guess, is the way to think about it. Windmill bearing. What about a pro... They're not even using weld edit. It's just buckets now. Fair enough. Sequenced gear shift. Hello. Sequence is a word that definitely rhymes with programmable. Thank you, Megalagor. So we need to ponder. Yeah, I remember this. Does it have a GUI for all its instructions and stuff? Yeah, it does. I reckon this will come back to me. So This might get a little more simple now. If I put this thing here. Oh, that being said, that's an intermediary, right? So we still need that. What happened there? Wrong way around. Yeah, okay, so there you go. Alright, let's go ahead and put a block here. Do that and attach that so we can get like a bit of an idea of what's going on here. Let's get rid of some things we're not actually using as well now. No, did that work? Like, maybe it's because this thing isn't active yet. Whoa, easy there. What's that? Dang. Okay, 16 speed. This thing needs a redstone signal. Oh, we've got some block pallets going up here and there. Awesome. Oh yeah, by the way, if it hasn't been mentioned, like, the server's now open, I believe, for anyone to join who wants to. Now, does this work? Turn by angle, turn to move piston pulley gantry, time delay, await new redstone pulse. I think I know exactly what we need to do. Await and then turn. This time go -90. In fact, we probably don't want one that goes all the way up. Like, it probably won't look very impressive. Oh, how do you go opposite? That way, maybe. So let's go 45. Maybe even just 40. Okay, so what about activating that with a button? Sort of looked like it went some of the way there. So I'm just going to put that on there. I think there's like an offhand trick for placing multiple blocks together. And I can't press that again. I'm not sure why. Okay, so that clearly hasn't worked. Let's try again with this one. Empty hand. I can't do that. Glue is different now. Why can't I press this button, chat? Does anyone understand? Because we did that a moment ago. Your blocks aren't glued together. I mean, last time we put one block in front of it and then it was cool. The sequence gear shift will have the blocks snap back into the grid when it stops rotating. Interesting. Is there a way to do it without that? I mean, obviously we can go to 90 instead of 40. You need to select 2 positions with the glue. 2 positions with the glue? Glue is a highlighter now, so not single click. You mean like, oh wait, like one... Oh! Aha! Still can't do that. Hey, that time it did the thing though. Okay. Obviously, it's got to go the other way. So, 90 and 90. That way it can snap. And it destroyed some blocks. Okay, so apparently I got that the wrong way around. It was already good. Nice. So that's what we want. Just a wrench. Thank you for the wrench. Okay, this will be useful at some point for sure. I'm not sure quite what to do with it right now. Ponder the glue, someone said. Good idea. While watching that, chat, does anyone have an idea on how we get to do what we want to do? We want it to go up and then, like, leave the blocks mid-air and then come back down. If that's not possible, that's fine. This is a much better way to do the glue, I think. Is the server public or Patreons only? It's Patreons, Twitch subscribers, and people who want to use the Tebex thing to access it. Sweetest Honeybee, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it. This is cool. This is very cool. Oh, and it's highlighted it. Well, Couplix is doing something. The Thinky says, well, you've already worked out how the glue works. I posted that message a while ago. Well, I unfortunately can't read every single message. You need to let the clutch unlock for longer. Not sure what you mean by leave it unlocked for longer. I like the idea of slowing this down. So, like, yeah, even slower than that, really, for a drawbridge. Oh, 3, how about 2? Oh, wait, what happened there? So just changing that, put it sort of, like, out of sync. Let's have a look. No? So how did it get... I don't know how it got into the wrong position then, but, yeah, somehow it did. So, you know, it's going to come out to about here, somewhere around the middle. That was weird. Oh, wait, I know what I did. Okay. I'm using it incorrectly. Like that. Uh-huh. Drawbridge! I think we'll just have to go with it, right? We'll have to just go with it. Now we're going to want one on either side, and we're going to want to hide all of this. But now that we know what we're doing, I think we'll probably settle with that being the height. Be able to separate either side of this pretty easy. So I think what I'll do is I'll put the drawbridge a few blocks over here. We'll randomize the blocks and stuff in a moment. We're looking at, like, what is this? One on the side, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's grab that block for the other side. And then it's an odd one in the middle. That's fine. We'll just have it like that and develop it, build around it a little different on that side. So that's like an equal split. So this thing I reckon should be probably 5 blocks wide. Right, that kind of shape. Then you can have a nice old little road leading up to it. That's 4, not 5. I think I'm going to add like an extra block on either side for what I'm envisioning. The way glue now works, you can change the blocks after being glued as long as it's within that highlighted box. That's really cool. That's really cool. Now here's where things get a little bit tricky. You see the thing that I've got at the top, it doesn't actually tell you the block name properly, I think. So like, set, no, fill, no, it's set, slash, set. Can I not do the one that I'm looking at? So we've got polished, cut, tough. It's a shame I can't just, oh wow, this is going to be slow. Then we also want, which ones are we actually going to use here? I think I want to use those 3. And maybe that, because it kind of fades in a little bit. So, cut tough. Then also tough. Here we've got cut andesite bricks. Ooh. cut andesite bricks and cut andesite. Just need a quicker way to use this command. There you go. Right, I think maybe a few more of these darker blocks. So now what we need is some materials to go with this to make it feel a little bit more like a bridge. And then a lot of building to go around it too. Like stone pillars are probably going to look great here and there. Putting them like on like that might actually work. We'll have to build like a bit of structure below with some materials. Then put things on the side. So what are these like? Ooh, oh, that's actually an interesting one then. Kind of don't want them to connect right at the middle though. Got an idea that something like that might work. But then which bits come up with the thing and don't? Because potentially all of this gets turned back, which I think might end up looking a little ugly. It's really got me thinking about how this is going to look now. Like, we want like a support pillar. Let's go around to this side. So, like, you have something like this that's static. And then I don't know how to connect it to the bridge or to, like, balance the two. TR9ZW, a name suspiciously like number 7. If that's you, my dude, let me know on the Discord. Smortin, Ibis717, Firefly, y'all been gifted subs. Be sure to say thanks in the chat, and thank you for gifting those, my friend. Appreciate you doing that. Chat, like, what do you think? What's the trick here? Because you got to think about how these bridges look, right? Got the bit that folds up. Maybe, okay, right, I'm trying to think bridges in my head, right? Like, maybe the shape we want to go for is more... So let's bring these together and imagine that they're connected and start again up here. Maybe even something like this. Yeah, this is feeling a bit more like it now. Maybe even include that still. And then down at this level, like, can get progressive. Oh, it's waterloggable. That's cool. So just rough ideas. Like we'll decorate and stuff, but the shape is the key thing. So over on this side, if I'm getting it right, am I getting it right or wrong? It's hard to tell where the blocks are. That's the 1. That's the 2. Right. And then this bit over here. So that's similar to the other side. So, yeah, not a great implementation, but like some sort of arc. Do you know what? I think I've done it the wrong way. I think in my head, I was picturing it the other way around, and I just sort of somehow built the wrong gradient. Yeah, you want it more like that kind of curve. It's awkward to build. Building's fun. Yeah, this is... Sorry, somehow I got that flipped in my head. I also think we can probably take this back a notch. So we've got like a 3. Yeah, 3 by 2. Then here, so 1 there. Then... where's the next one start? Here? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, not quite. Quite linking up. Might have to push it a little further back. And I'm not sure if that's entirely identical. It's somewhere there. That kind of arc shape, right, is what we're looking for. Girders make for great decorative blocks also. Thank you for the suggestion. Any suggestions are... Oh, wait. Is this the block that you can bend? Okay. We can't learn more. Why is there an arrow... Oh, so you can hold... That's super cool that you can hold that down. That is a very nice decorative block, but... I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing it. Okay. This ain't going to be a steel bridge. It's definitely going to be a bit more of a humble bridge. Maybe... Oh, this... We should be looking at what the options are. Goodness me, there's so many. So many options. Yeah, chain might come in useful, but this block, like, look at the placement. Does it only place flat? Doesn't place sideways. That's a shame. If we could flip it sideways, that might have been really good. What about a bar panel? Same problem? Maybe it's like a redstone thing? It is. If I could have them that way around, they'd be amazing right now. So yeah, any and all shapes that might suit us well here. Recommendations are welcome. The wall shape might be an interesting one. So let's ditch this. Try and get that arc shape together. I got a feeling I'm gonna have to make this like road like a little bit bigger. It's got to go a little bit further back or something. So over on this side, see, it's kind of there. You just want more of that curve now, don't you? The question is, have we got the curve? That's, I'm pretty sure that's the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the middle. So that means when we put this here, we kind of lose that a little bit. This sort of stuff requires some masterful talent to pull off with building, which I don't have. But now it's got more of the vibe that I think we're looking for. It's not particularly pretty at the moment, is it? Also, when this thing goes to 90, it's just going to be like sticking quite high in the sky, because you could probably imagine having like a support beam come across like this. I wonder if these steel girders would look good, sort of gridded like, ooh. That could be something. It should only go to 45, says TR9. Let me check for that message. It is you. Alright. Good to know. TR, if you want to play on the server, I'm pretty sure we can hook you up somehow as well. Just let me know with a Discord message. So chat, how do we tilt it to 45? If we could tilt it to 45, we could make this look really cool. I'm kind of thinking the steel girder is probably the best texture we got here. But it's like linking it together, we can do on occasion. See, I kind of want that one separate over here, like... Not quite a way to tell it to go up. Yeah, and then it just connects. But then that one's not connected. Okay, so it's when you put that one there, it connects. Access the GUI and set it to 45 instead of 90, says Skyfighter. Haven't we done this already? That doesn't work. You can tilt it to 45, you just need to change the mode of the mechanical bearing. You can do it by looking at the side of the mechanical bearing with a wrench in the hand. Let's go grab the wrench and look at the side of this block then. Oh, what's that say? Let's have a read. Movement mode, always place when stopped. Scroll. Only place near initial angle, only place with anchor destroyed. Always place when stopped. Only place near initial angle. That sounds like the one we want. Oops. Okay. Got away with one there. Let's change the angle all the way back down to like 40 then. Thanks for that tip, by the way. Appreciate it. God, there's so many things we're going to have to learn, right? So we hit that button. And what angle are we looking at? That's... Oh. There must be something more to this. It flipped back to the default position. Only placed... Maybe that's the one you want. Only placed when anchor destroyed? Hey! Hey! Love it. Okay, that's amazing. So this means that we can make our shape here much more appetizing. The question is just what material. I don't think like these steel girders are quite it. Unless we try a different layout for them. So we've got to remember that this this spot here is going to have like a block in it. So if we start here and put that there and that there, then that's like your... Ooh. Maybe we can copy that over and over again. So like... Uh-huh. It's a bit chunky. But does it work? It's really the key question here. Because at this level, we have arrived at the middle, so we could sort of leave it like that, or maybe... And then even have a couple of beams come across, right? It's not the prettiest thing. I feel like it needs like something else to go with it first. They're writing something. How much bridge can the block lift and move? Hopefully this much. Otherwise we're in trouble. TR, again, if you want to join, let me know. If not, no worries. I didn't see a message, I just thought I'd say it again. I want to make the pretty Minecraft work with me here, says Joe Dragon. Joe, if you want to come on the server, pretty is what we want. Like, although we're going for an industrial theme to begin with, we absolutely want to make this place, like, beautiful. Right? Now that's a nice little support, and then the boat goes through the middle. I do feel like it would probably be one further over. And maybe don't use steel all the time. Let's have another little look in here. So by the way, this block, I feel like I should be using this more. What's this one? Metal bracket. Oh, where do I put that? I have no idea where to put this. Shift. Ooh. Shafts, cogwheels, and pipes. So if we go grab a shaft and then put that on it. So is that gonna be a cool decorative block anywhere? Because if I have this here for example, like, and then do that, it won't let me put it on. But yeah, we need to learn the little quirks of like, there's all these blocks and which ones are going to be aesthetically useful and display board. What's this? Are a scalable alternative to the sign. Wow. Rotational force to operate. Alright, cool. No worries, dude. No worries. Anytime you want to hop on and play, let us know. Right, I wasn't looking at this, and that looks amazing. I was just wondering, like, is the texture useful? Remember, not everything has to be like a functional block. You can do things aesthetically too. There are just so many little things to learn about. Anyway, down here, I'm going to put this right in front of where the wall is. Kind of looks alright. I like the top bit a lot. I feel like there'd be another one. Well, it'd be a double then, wouldn't it? Now, I wonder if I can get away with using a little bit of world edit here, right? We kind of want to mirror what we're doing on this side. Got a little bit of that going on. Yeah, look at how when you like remove blocks, you can leave some impressions behind. Oops. Very cool. So that's what we've got. What was the sign for? Yeah, we could. Honestly though, like, it don't feel that bad. What I would suggest though, based on what I'm seeing here, is like alternate the heights of these bits on the side and like occasionally knock it back half a block. Like, it's so easy in this game to sort of build in rigid lines, and like embracing height difference and oddness actually goes a long way, I think, for immersion. So effectively, like, as this thing comes along here, we can push it back a little bit and make it wider at the other end or something. But I'd say let's not try to nitpick everything too much. Like, when you're in this game and there are just an endless amount of creative options in front of you, it's real easy just to get lost in them. So I'm saying on like my own little build right here, like this will do. This certainly has, you know, maybe the next time we do a bridge we'll go bigger, but this is a good start. So what I want to do now is grab the blocks that are above. Okay, then I want to copy, rotate 180, and position myself just over here as a result of that. Hopefully this is compatible. Whoa, someone's building up on the hill. That looks interesting. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You might have noticed that I didn't do it down here though. That was intentional. Oh, no, that's not what I'm trying to do. Also, you know, apps, again, we just had a little chat about symmetry. I don't have to have the bottom like completely identical, do I? So we can make it a little different on either side, but for this bit, we'll have that. And then let's look at where that's going to be over here. You see, now it's going to be recessed, and that's an opportunity to make this here feel a little bit more unique, I guess. Very cool. Lovely. I think I now see why they were saying make it wider. Proportionally, it does feel like maybe it needs 2 extra blocks. What do you think, chat? I could actually make it a little bit wider quite easily before we get too into this, now I think about it. It's a bit easier than I thought it might be. Maybe just bring down the height. No, I feel like you want it raised up a little bit. Remember, we can always like transform the terrain around it too. I feel like the height won't be a problem here. Oh, look at this. This is nice. A little bit staggering. That's cool. Somerset up north says yeah. I'm hoping you're saying yeah to my... So I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to move it all back. So the way to do it would be, I guess, here to the midpoint. Expand by 3. Guessing a bit. 1, 2, 3. It was 4. Then move 1. Lovely. Over to this side next. To there. And an extra 2 blocks. This is really fun, by the way. I don't know if that's coming across or not, but like I am having a blast with this. Ooh. I wonder if oh wait, what if we Did that. And then there's room for like another connection here. Maybe this was a great idea. I should have listened more. That's brilliant. Oh my god, that's going to make you sick. Wait. Wait a minute. Can I get on? Why are you spinning and I'm not? Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, I think Macy's now letting me on. Okay, so it's probably because I was in fly mode and not... Ah! Dear God! My head can't keep up. I literally can't... Oh, gosh. Chris1410, thank you for 55 months of support, my dude. I'm having a great day, thank you. Really just like productive, making videos, thumbnails, editing, non-stop stuff for me today, which is what I love doing. Stuff that I enjoy. Right, I've noticed that these bits are kind of off-center, but we get to have a bit of fun now, bringing things together. And hey, maybe here in the middle, if we go have a look at stair blocks related to tough. Do you know what? This is a job for that, isn't it? Oh, beautiful. There won't be any for that one. Maybe just what are we looking at here? This one. Oh, so good. The sensitivity needs to be adjusted. It's interesting doing like development for something like this because a lot of the development is like a thought process. You're trying to think how to use it. And then you get in and you use it a little bit and you find out it's a little different. And then, you know, like right now we're putting it into an actual use case environment, but it's not a survival one. So I feel like I'm going to learn a lot about it now, and then I'm going to learn even more about it again at another point in time, right? Like, anyway, it's like ideas and looking at how like game design works, how this system interacts with the world. Super fascinating stuff for me. I really enjoyed getting stuck in and figuring out like how this thing is going to work and stuff. It's been really really rewarding. For this bit, I'm just going to do that, and then yeah, swap to that. This one's got a slab, and then that one there has also got a slab. Yeah, the sensitivity's just a bit much, I think. Anyway, there you go. Looking really good. I'm now starting to think that back here, some of this, some of that, that can be a part of the structure that moves. And then just grab like one on that one. What do we got over here? So yeah, like I can also do that, right? It's just crazy sensitive. Anyway, little bits of detail that probably no one will ever notice. And we'll come in, and I'm looking forward to bringing... Oh, I was going to say, if you want to redo that, Garth, go right ahead, but then I'll just make some modifications. Yeah, no, go right ahead and do that again. I want to make... There we go. I want to make some modifications to that. So this just replaced this thing. Ha, it went into that a little bit too. So it should only need to go to there. Alright, so what I want to do around this bit... Right, grab the stair equivalent of that. Now, it might look a bit awkward, but it's being deliberately different around here. Just gonna try to like find a way to merge them where it doesn't feel so like intentionally done. If the words I'm saying even make sense. Oh, I know what you want here. But they're powered the wrong way. You want some sort of trapdoor thing, like an industrial trapdoor. Right, the colour is not right, but you want like some paneling there and give it this feeling of like it's been merged together a bit chaotically or something. Like ladders can help with blocks sometimes. What else can this be played? Ooh, look at the way it puts something over the top there. That's cool. Or maybe it's just the terrain behind it, like have it just drop back a little bit. Yeah, that's what you want. That's what you want. Have it drop back. Then these blocks here are now going to be part of that whole palette. Like that. That can go across. Maybe this one here is like that. And then a little something to prod it up. What about those chains? That sort of looks alright, you know? Embrace the chaos a little bit. That's what you got to do with this stuff. Embrace the chaos. Does this have a slab equivalent? Look at that. And it's easy to get to. Just put that there. So that's sort of malformed into this area a bit. Then I feel like... Oh, these blocks are cool. We'll come back to that stuff later and do all the bit by bit, but I'll just put in the blocks so you can sort of see what's going on. That is very cool. Now, what's this missing? Like, what have we got about this build that we've put together that isn't here yet? Oh, I really like the idea of that being... I'll tell you what, it is, you know, inspired by like industrial stuff. So let's go ahead with actual fire color for this one. Maybe it's around here that we can get a little extra sort of shape to the build, like a bit more depth or something. Yeah, look at the different ways they connect. I imagine, yeah, there's going to be like little details here, there, and everywhere where they're not quite consistent, but that's fine. As I said, embrace the chaos a little bit. So like, we won't do things the same way on this side as we have done on the other. We'll just, yeah, we'll put these blocks together in a way where they do what they need to do, but they don't have to be identical on either side. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how that's going to continue, but Garth or Cuplex, whoever's doing these walls, if you want to put... Ooh, I like the materials back here. If you want to put this wall down on that side, that would be cool. I think keeping it lower as well would look really good. So like this now being at sort of this height and then dropping down like to that height. Maybe even pushing back a little bit too. Like this is where it opens up to the sea. Great big sea. You know, the ships come in from over there. We might get rid of these planks. They're in the way. Yeah, so I'll just put down some guidelines again, like this thing can come further back. So there's all of that going on. Same thing on the other side, really. We just kind of want it to open up, but we'll get a bit more dramatic here and just have it sort of around this height. So I really think these like differences bring character, is the idea. So this like straight bit here is good, but you do want it to like sort of look at this, like the way it progressively curves is really nice. Wow, we've gotten going here, and like look, we've got a building up on the... Where's my zoom key? I don't have my zoom key. I call that a Lakes' tower, but it's definitely a sea. It's definitely a sea. Although, how do you define a sea and a lake? Like, where does a lake begin and a sea end? Or should I say that the other way around? There's probably a Tom Scott video about this. Sounds like the sort of thing he'd do. By the way, we had two noises in the ear that I think I was completely oblivious to. So, Anucleus, thank you for the prime. Somerset up north, thank you for 12 months. That's a whole year right there. Appreciate it. What is up with Twitch? It's not telling me my stats. It's ghosting them. It's put a literal ghost in front of it. Anyway, there we go. Let's bring it back. Right, let's get focused. So, Chat, suggestions for this. I am... Oh, the height... Oh yeah, the height was deliberately lower. Suggestions for this structure. What's missing? What do you think it needs? Throw those things at me while we work on it. I will be paying attention, I promise. I'm looking for your input, as always. Lights, says TR9. Lights, camera, action. Lights, lights, lights. So I did put in the little campfires, right? Try those bar panels again. I know what ones you're on about. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, they were flat. Okay, so can we use them somewhere flat? Because I really like them. They're cool. I would like to put something below this. Yeah, like, where can we use them where they're flat? I'm not sure. Like, unfortunately, I don't think that... Yeah, they don't sit onto that block very well. Maybe that's kind of not terrible, but, like, it doesn't really say a lot, but we'll go with it, right? Like, go on then. We need something to add shape to this thing. Maybe the better way to... Yeah, maybe that was the way to do it, right? Have them go across this... Ah, now we're getting somewhere. Thank you for the suggestion. Look at that. That feels more like a proper roof. I could potentially stack it so that it goes over, but I think just having it like this... Ah! Oh, dear Lord! This entire time, all you have to do is right-click on it. Are you kidding me? I wanted to do that. I thought it was a redstone power thing. We could put it... Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's what I wanted over here. Look. That's what you want. A little bit of support, because it's, you know... Look, it's... The terrain is, like, rotted away a little bit. Here we go. Here we go. Watch me. Watch me. Let's put that there, you know. Like, the terrain has crumbled away a little bit, and so you got some metal support over there. Brilliant. Brilliant. Sewer gate. Yeah, it could totally be a sewer gate. What a great suggestion. Before the bridge starts, as in reinforcing the edge or something, says Maxstar. Right. I'm not sure, like, what needs to be reinforced. Yeah, I'm not sure what needs to be reinforced. I guess, is literally what I'm saying. I'm trying to picture what you mean by that. Retaining wall. Is that what it's officially called? Because that's a good name for it. Right, this thing needs to stay here for a moment. Now, we also need to synchronize both sides up and make them activatable from both sides. So, we want to start with something like, how do we send a signal downwards from some sort of cool looking input? I don't know if there are create things that help us with this. Obviously, I can use pistons to move blocks around, so there are options like that. Oh, there's wireless redstone. Dang. Hey, RedTech! Donation here. Hey, X, I don't know if you remember me from the old modded and vanilla servers, but I'd be happy to help with this project if you're still looking for people with the correct experience. RedTech, I did recognize the name. Thank you for the donation. If you are part of our community through Patreon, Tebex, or a Twitch subscription, you are more than welcome to partake. This is a community server. By the way, I'm switching my desk into standing mode. Yeah, you're more than welcome. Anyone's welcome if they want to join. It's a community server. It's going to be up 24/7. There's a certain play style that we're aiming for here. There are some rules, some do's and don'ts. Like, we are looking to build a aesthetic spectacle, let's say, like something to really enjoy, to come and visit and see builds and whatnot. And this is just the beginning of it. But yeah, it's not a survival server, basically. So, apparently we got a redstone link. Let's type in the word link, see if my brain remembers. Yeah, I vaguely remember this. So let's ponder it. Oops. Some of these things look funky. Funky monkey. Ooh, a quartz lamp. Yeah, so we've got to ponder it, right? And what have we got here? Redstone links can transmit redstone signals wirelessly. Right click while sneaking to toggle the receiver. Right. So we really just need to attach this to a block with a button on either side. And that's fine for me because all the hiding the wiring stuff is just that. We're just going to hide the wiring. So I think that, yeah, this is all coming back to me now. I think this is going to be quite an easy way to do things. You know what? When you hover over these, I kind of feel like I want to see their name. Like, we've got the thing at the top of the screen, and playing this with a mod is making me... So, TR, idea, if you're still there, by the way, idea for the document, I'll put it in later. I'll make a note. We should probably have, maybe on the action bar where you sometimes see text down here, or just above it, like, maybe an option to tell you the name of the item too, right? You learn so much about this stuff as you start to use it. It's crazy. So... just thinking like left and right traffic, right? Like, because I'm a Brit, I'm going to think left, and I don't think it really matters what side it is, but we'll go for the right. So somewhere around here we have this on a button, right? That's like your call signal for the road. So I'm going to use polished andesite as a way to remind myself this is the regular road now. So we shall do that. And then we can think about like how much room are we leaving for structure and other stuff around here. This could actually be just our generic block for like, hey, there's a road here, right? So if you're approaching this thing, I feel like there would be more of this here. Look kind of cool. And then maybe just a girder like that, or something like this. Like, what's going to have a button on it? We need something with like a flat surface facing us that will connect to this block. Is there something interesting that kind of looks cool or funky monkey? I don't know. Stair block would probably certainly do it. These things, I don't know. Maybe, oh, what's that? Ornate. It's got a vibe to it. What about those lamps that we saw a minute ago? There's definitely an additional lamp. Doesn't really scream at me like activate, although it is very circular and button-like. And in here there's a certain button that would yeah, fit nicely on that. So like press that and it turns on. Wow, that's actually quite visually pleasing. Just I think it needs a few more things here. There's a few more things like some shapely blocks. I need to investigate these blocks a little bit more. I kind of want that in reverse, like a diagonal going that way, which would basically be a stair block. Let's have a look at all the different stairs in this game. Like, the closest thing to this texture is probably that. Don't really think that adds much, so... Oh, I'll tell you what, those iron bars are pretty cool. Iron bar panel, right? Oh, then I bet you it'll do a redstone thing. It doesn't. These are not activated by redstone, so... Fits the bill a bit more. Redstone link on the back. Right, so then on the opposite side, we're going to come over here. And we're going to build the same thing again. And I've forgotten all the blocks on my hotbar. Brilliant. So we got that going on. Our road over here, by the way, probably wants to turn a corner. I don't know. I don't actually know what the plan is here. So if anyone knows where the road goes, like you could have it turn or just go in a straight line or whatever. But there's that. If you're going to activate it this way, then you should use the wireless controller on a lectern. On a lectern? Why would we use a lectern? That's like a book interface, whereas, you know, you walk up to the bridge, press the button. That seems more like it to me. X, if you have those fires, but create also has a burner, you can ignite with fire, I believe. A burner, you say. So another light source, potentially. Yeah, yeah. Ignite with fire? How do we do that? I bet this ain't straightforward. Luckily, we've got this. How do we ignite it? Wait. Did it actually involve the blaze? Right-click a blaze with the empty burner to capture it. Oh, right. So then that is probably the lit equivalent. I mean, that's a cool little thing to have lying around here and there, isn't it? Little blaze face looking at you. Who knows? Let's go over here. And let's clear the hotbar for a second. Like, we want these things now over in our new location. Got to think about how to integrate and hide. There is something in this game called casing, and also a gearbox might be what we're after. Yeah, it's probably going to be a case of like, so on this side, we'll put the pivot over here. Yikes, this might be a little bit on the tricky side. Actually, can't you shift click the opposite direction? Yeah, so that's in the right spot over here. We're going to have it just there. Wonderful. So then the gearbox. Maybe I need the vertical gearbox. Seems likely. So then it can come down to this thing. Right, this is probably where I need the wrench. And then the creative motor can just sit underneath, right? Surely that's all I need to do. Oh, I've got to configure it all. And then, yeah, like the little wireless receiver on the side. I think that's kind of it for the setup. Oh, that's not it. Link. It's called a link. Linked controller. Redstone link. Link display. Ooh, that looks like a funky looking block, doesn't it? Oh! No! Jeez. What have I done? Did a thing. Get rid of it. Look the other way. Yeah, so that might be the little contraption just on the side of the bridge, right? Just something like that. Flint and steel on the empty brazier is a nice light source. Oh, okay, let's go find out. Wait, what's that? That's the brazier. Oh, right, we've already got that then, I think is the idea. Hey, I think we've got more peeps joining. We've got a few people on here now. Awesome. Feel free to jump in, get involved. The main thing is, if you're not sure what to do or where to do, just chat to peeps. And, yeah. We're building. Not the one with the blaze in it, says the Marbury. Yeah, I looked at the correct one just a second ago. Commander Shepard says, kind of want to check out this server. Well, it's not just this server. We've got survival one as well, like a regular vanilla survival. So there's multiple for you to access. Man, you just rework copy, says Real Knobnard. Dang it! Oh, dang it! Someone's figured me out. I'm just a rework copy. Dang it! I thought I was different and unique, but I'm not. I'm just a copy. Just a copy. Jeez, I don't know what I've done to be called a copycat. He meant the empty burner X, says Lego Tomb. Oh well, in that case, we could go check it out again. Wait, where am I looking at? So like flint and steel. Xisuma Works. Xisuma Works. That sounds like a gym. If I had a gym, it would be called Xisuma Works. Oh, that does look really cool. Awesome. Yeah, we could totally use that too. X, if you wondered about adding the Valerian Skies mod, it adds working ships and airships, and it will also with create even when moving. So, nah, we're keeping the pack nice and slim because what we want to do is create like more of an aesthetic place. Like we'll build together, do something really cool and creative, and it's not really about lumping lots of different mods in. Like the more mods, the more complexity, the less easier it is to play the mod pack and access it, the more things that can go wrong. Like we've also got a world border here, so no one's flying around generating chunks like you would do in survival. Everyone's off adventuring, building farms. Like there's going to be not a bunch of like items piling up because of some farm somewhere. So we're trying to create like a really nice experience by focusing on the simplicity of the creative building itself. Bear1, why there? Thank you ever so much for your Prime subscription. Appreciate it. Right, Farmer's Delight is pretty nice. Small but crates of carrots and onions. Yeah, I think I remember that mod. And fondly, too. Right, so what best says bridge for our signal, I'm wondering. If we're going to hook that up right now. It's literally from here to there, I've just noticed. Like, it's almost easier to just have a connection, but yeah. All of these have to be the same. I'm going to pick... What happens if we type in bridge? Is there a bridge? No. Should we just go... What's the best thing to use for this? Maybe a combination of dyes? Yeah, I like that. So, like, bridge could be orange and red. Ooh, let's not remove stuff we're going to need again. So I'll go over here and be like orange and red. Orange and red. Orange, you read that book? That doesn't make any sense. I thought it might, but it doesn't. So, vertical gearbox points downwards to this thing. Wrench. I've managed to dislodge my wrench again. Wrench to rotate, I think, right? Oh, no, maybe not. We'll figure it all out. That thing here. Yeah, so it's this thing that wants our orange and red connection on it. So, we just got to configure things, do some sticky, and we're kind of there, right? I got a little bit of a problem, though, peeps. What was that block at the end? I want to know what that is when I come back. I need to knit to the loo, peeps. Oh, be right back. But hit that follow button. And don't go... Dang it, I muted myself. Don't go anywhere. But if you do, hit that follow button. I am back. Hey! Soulside Eclipse. Go check it out on Spotify sometime. That's my music. Free to listen to. It's also on Bandcamp. Don't know if I read this out, but Bear1, why there? Thank you for the Prime subscription. I'm pretty sure I did read that out. Look at this. Server's closed. Maybe they were just waiting to fix something until I was gone. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Did it crash? Well, it didn't crash because it closed. Oh, what's this? Boo. I guess someone probably placed that before it closed. Otherwise, that would have been very impressive to guess where I'd log in. Yeah, okay. So, I kind of really don't want to accidentally mess anything up here, but I know the steps we need to take. So we need that glue. Right, and it's a case of clicking once and selecting the area. Then this side from here to here. And I've totally forgotten that I also wanted to include these little bits down below, right? Maybe we'll just leave them detached, actually. They kind of might look okay being... I don't know. How do we How do I add to that? Like, how do I tell it... Oh, and these? I think I might have missed that opportunity. I tell you what, someone else can come down here and do that if they know how. That's a cool looking block. Does it stick things? So it can stick and unstick. That's super cool. You can do loads of cool stuff with this mod, right? So, like we did before, first of all, there is something we have to change somewhere. Here we go. That's it. Just change that to that one, first of all. Yep, that's good. And then let's go look in here, just to remember. It's turn 40, turn 40. Await new redstone pulse, and then turn. Bring the angle down to 40, that's the angle that we like. Change that to the other way. Somerset up north says you can highlight them and add them to the glued area by overlapping them to glue more selection. Yeah, that I don't understand. That doesn't translate into a to-do for me. Like, how do I highlight them? Like, I'm just not sure. It doesn't really make sense. But I appreciate the help. Describing stuff over the internet isn't always straightforward. Okay, and then the 40 degrees here. Very good. Did I click the tick before? Did. So it's remembered it. So, ooh, hello. That doesn't have our dyes in. Let's get our dyes back. What happened there? Oh, they're still in my inventory. Did I forget to do that? No, I am pretty sure we did that. I remember making a terrible joke about it. Oh, well, maybe I only did one side. Anyway. Pretty sure I've, like, oh, there's one more thing I know to do. Change the speed to 2. Opposite sides. You know, like, using this creative engine means that you don't have, like, a bunch of big cogs. Like, maybe we've missed an opportunity here to have a bunch of cool cogs that activate in order to see it. So, like, we could come back and revise this actually and put some big old cogs together on the side. I really like that idea. But for now, let's give it a whirl. So it should activate both sides at the same time. Yeah, and nothing happened. Does this know if it's a receiver? Oh, aren't you supposed to click it with the wrench? Let's go. Let's middle click. Refresh our memory. Can transmit. Right click while sneaking to activate receive mode. There you go. There's the difference. So that's sort of looks like it's sending out a signal. It is. Right. So that's set the wrong way. Oh, I thought it might have popped off or broken or something then. It is awaiting another signal, and we did just send it another signal. I mean, one signal got through. Why not the next one? It is pointing the opposite. Right click, says the Marbury. The lamp is always sending a signal. Really? Not our beloved lamp, surely not. Oh. That's an interesting point. It just gets powered once. Ooh. These are cool blocks. Oh! They almost sort of fit in. Anyway, distraction. Oh. Xisuma plays create. Oh! 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 What's this? Yeah, I guess we need another block to put it on. What about just a similar crazy shaded block like up here? Maybe just something out of the vanilla area. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, let's break that. Ah, no! Look! It's attached. I thought those things weren't activated by redstone as well. Netherite block. Oh, that's actually pretty darn stellar. That fits in really well. Right, okay, back to the setup. Redstone link. Numero 1. Numero 2. Where's the button? Let's put a blackstone one on it. That would happen now. So they are activated by redstone. It's because it was already powered that it like threw me off basically, right? Like I didn't notice that that lamp was powered, and then it all just became confusing. So what we need to do here, I believe, is flip the direction. Okay, over on the opposite side, we might need to do something similar. Where is our wireless receiver down here? We've lost track of that. This one is not configured. There we go. Right. That one needs to... I mean, I could have thought about that a little bit. It's quite logical, actually, that it would need... Oh my god, it's working! Oh my god, it's working. It's quite logical. Because it's mirrored, isn't it? It's like an opposite flip. Oh my god. Today, we made magic! And I can walk on magic! Look! Ah! Oh! Real life Minecraft slope. Is that even a thing? We're missing blocks up here. It's unacceptable. Oh, this is so cool. Let's look at it from a few different... Oh, that looks amazing! Like the way the angle lines up, it just squeezes into this shape perfect. Look at that. Oh, now someone's added that bit on. Oh. Okay. Let's take a moment to look. I think what we need to do... Okay, let's drop this back down. Who's the paster over here? Because we need to make some changes. I think what we should do is attach these ones at the front, not those ones at the back, but turn these into full blocks. Same on this side. Yeah, I can't actually middle click that because it's now attached. So I need, whoever came over here and did that, need to undo it, put some full blocks here and make sure that these stone pillars aren't a part of it. And then we're good. Yeah, also kind of like gonna put that there as like a marker. We've still got that on that side just to make it clear. I think Garth's on it. Right, now my other idea for this bridge was the old big cogs, right? We're gonna put these in place maybe. Oh, that would definitely look good, wouldn't it? It would definitely look good seeing that in action. So like, I'll have to rebuild it. I will... trying to go somewhere where someone else isn't. Yeah, if that's one over. So one there, one here. And then, mate, what's the shaft and the casing? Okay, let's look at what's on my hotbar. What are we not actually using? The netherite block, by the way, really like that. Must use a bit more of that in this area. That's a block you don't really see too much in this game because of this and because of that. So we got some different casing options. If we just go with this basic one, that can have a shaft in it. Not that it's actually needed. It connects, right? Or at least it looks like it connects. I mean, I can even have the cog on this side. Don't think it would look very good. Yeah, so the cog here isn't actually attached to the... Oh. Oh, right. Oh, I didn't notice that, did I? Oh, so big ones probably go like this. No, that doesn't fit either, does it? I think big has to attach to small then. Dang! Let's go grab a small one. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of having like this big one up here on display. I'm just wondering if we could keep this as is and have these, like, because I can put that there. Just want to put these things together in a way that looks like it makes sense, is sort of my thinking now. Like, we'll put a bunch of stuff on the other side. But then, like, if I have... We did that one proper, by the way. I think we should do it proper again. That don't look too... What other types of casing are there? Ah! I pressed the wrong key. Hey! What's that? Shadow... Oh. Shadow casing? That don't sound too healthy. What is shadow? I like that block. Hang on, let's go back here. Oh my god, I keep pressing the wrong key. Hey, Jensen6842, thank you for 3 months of support. I apologise for just being so engrossed and missing out on that. Kind of works. Kind of looks quite similar to the block of netherite stuff, really, doesn't it? So then on the opposite side, if we do this and we have some sort of structure here, it then really actually looks like it's doing something, even though it's not. I'm going to throw in the blocks, even if we don't know if they quite make sense or not yet. But yeah, something like this. And then we probably want that on this side now. Looks pretty darn good, if you ask me. I really like that. It gives you a feeling like, oh, this is going to do something. Speaking of which, just come down here. Change that to a 1. Now, I don't know what they're doing with the glue here, but whenever you're ready, just go for it and activate the bridge for a test. I'll rebuild this on the opposite side, I guess. So it was like small cog coming out of there, then big cogs. Use the girders as casing. Can I actually do that? Oh, wow! Oh, that's impressive. Hey, let's check it out. So, we've got a bit of a... Oh, it's because I haven't changed the creative speed down here yet. We'll change that to a 1. Right, so this looks really good here, but this side's got those attached, so those need removing. Uh-oh. Okay, you're gonna want to... that's... Okay, I don't know what's happened there, but I'm gonna leave it alone for a minute and focus on this thing. Right, I'll focus on what I can do. I guess I'm done with the redstone link. Ain't my problem now! That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Yeah, look at that. Okay. I still like the idea of using a lot of the netherrack, nether whatever it's called. So what about that side there? There isn't a connection there. I think I might leave that. I do like that shadow casing though. That's just a cool block to mix in. Like, probably want to use that like decoratively, like this. Just break up the netherite texture here and there, right? So then that's going to go here and there. Not entirely sure if this actually looks that great. Just messing around with it a little bit. It certainly looks like it's here to do a job, which I really like. You changed the speed of the creative motor, which reset the sequence gear shift. Ah, okay. I wasn't aware of that. Well, I've given them a mission to repair. I apologise. So after the first cogs, small cogs, and then big ones again. So does that mean... Oh, I'm building it in the wrong direction, aren't I? So maybe that's a good thing? Like we could make it different? Don't think that's actually going to work out. So this one's here is where you have the casing. Wait, I'm actually... No, this one did go out. It went out and forward. I think I see what the problem is now. Is that the way that I... No, what? I'm having trouble here. Like, it's a rather simple... Right, you start there and then you go back across it. So, I've just put... Is the fire in the way? The fire isn't in the way there. What am I not doing? Goes to the left. Right, okay. There's the left. Is that it? That looks more like it now. That's probably it mirrored. Good. Let's get some of this stuff. So we'll do it a little different on this side of our structure here. These are the blocks that need connecting together. Not sure what way I want to do that. Something like that over here. Then we want to hide a bit of this away. Bit of shadow casing here and there too. Yeah, that's alright. Get rid of that. Back over here. Oh, it joins together. I've learned something. Yeah, I don't know. We can always revise some things here and there, I guess. Looks pretty good. Right, I don't know if it's ready to go, but if it is, give it a whack. That's cool looking, isn't it? What an amazing contraption. Hi, Xisuma. Hope you are well. Beef is making your card now. Is he? Oh, awesome. Hey! Oh, I was looking at the other screen. That is wonderful. Now let's check underneath. Perfect. Still got these blocks attached on this side. If we could remove those, then it's good. Let's press the button again over here. And watch it just go down nice and slow. Yeah! Look at that! That's what we've achieved today. We have built a functioning drawbridge of all things. Wow. I want to make this over here look way better. Ooh! I like the way the textures change. Yeah, and then maybe... Yeah, a little something like that. Then that wall design can return. It's the actual wall blocks underneath them, isn't it? and what's below it. Now, I think I'm going to pinch that block for now. Kind of looks like having that in front constantly might be kind of cool. Anyway, just making it unique, you know, not doing the same thing on each side, but we'll probably come back to that regular pattern at some point. Dang! What can we do though to make this contraption just look more cohesive at this point, I think, is the final question. It is ever so cool. Right, chat, what do you think about it? Come on, we've been working on this all stream. I didn't know where we were going to get today with this stuff. I love that you can do that. Just be like, hey, I want to have a little something there, and then there you go. So on this side, I imagine probably these blocks going to get placed around a lot. So yeah, you can see a little something's being worked on. Let's not forget about height differences, by the way. Having things go up and down over distance is really great. This looks really cool. This is some great thinking right here, like a crane on the dock. Great idea. We're pulling things together. So like down at this level, there'll be a bunch of this stuff. I like the idea of seeing under the bridge a little bit. So this is obviously the road. But I kind of like the idea of doing something with this space. So I'm going to do that. Oh, our old contraption gets to go, by the way. Oh, it's already gone. Brilliant. Yeah, let's... what is this block? It is cut deep slope. I need another tool here. Need this thing. It's a nice bridge. X says 4Gil, thank you. Looks good. Need to fix the cogs so they turn, says Sunset up north. Oh, do they not turn? Do I have to do create? Cut. So this can probably get randomized with another texture at some point. I like the idea of just seeing under here and there being stuff going on or something. Like, the rest of the terrain around here might hide this from other angles, but we know it's there. We'll sort of see it. Oh, it probably needs to be a bit more offset. Place them like that. Have a bit more of a girder here, I guess. Yeah, there you go. Looking cool. Definitely looking alright. Right, so I needed to check the cogs. Yeah, they absolutely don't work, do they? Oh no, wait, they do. It's just not very impressive because it's moving so little that it's actually moving. Huh. I don't know quite how you'd fix that. Like, you'd need probably some configuration of cogs that means it speeds up before it hits these. Let's see if we can do that. You know, I was about to be like, you know, whatever. But like, let's see if there's a, let's see if we can learn together here. Yeah, 16. Well, actually, let's go for the speed we're operating at. Let's go for 1. So if I put this here and then put another one next to it, that's not going to increase the speed. You know, another trick would just be to have it's like have it separate and have it activate off the same redstone signal. Wait, creative motor? What am I about? So which one's now going faster? I'm not sure. This isn't how you make it go faster, is it? I thought... I seem to remember, like, you put two of them together and it makes them go faster. So, I'm obviously... Large makes a small one go faster, that's for sure. Gearboxes, how do they work, says Mayskull? Oh, are you telling me the answer? Is there like a GUI or a wrench thing here? Actually, I think that's a gearbox. That's all it does. It just... that's the trick. You put those two together. Yes. So big to small and big to small again. So then if I did this and put a small one over here, super duper fast. Yeah. There's... Let's think about that a second. So if I put a big... wait a minute. So if I put a big one here... Ooh, small one there. Small... Wait, then... Hang on a minute. Is it like... Is it already here? Let's see what it does. Ah! All I did was break things. I think the issue is that this one then goes ahead and... Well, actually, you can see it touches that one, so that's a problem. So maybe we just have to do it like this. Oh, no, wait! Oh, wait, I thought for a second I might have broken the bridge. No, I think we're good. What have I got wrong again? It's all big to small, big to small. It's always got to be big to small. So, big one, small one. Big one to the small one. So that's where we lose it again. That's also where I can't put a number. So what I could actually do is put a big one here, small one there. And then that can just be whatever it is. So now it sort of does go faster, but like, Yeah, I think we'll give up on that. I don't think, you know, nice idea, but this isn't so bad. Oh, it is a little bit on the slow side. So maybe the one thing that we do change is that. Just swap those around, and there's no conflict. So we keep the big to small. We have the small here, and then we put the big ones up there. Right, so that shouldn't break, and it should be slightly faster. Yeah. Now you can actually see it moving, and it's kind of got like a similar movement to the bridge itself. So I think that ended up being all right. We got away with one there. It's not that impressive, but you know. Right, we've got some area over here that needs kind of sorting out, don't we? This is where you want to grab some of this stuff. Yeah, and I guess this is done now, isn't it? Oh, I can't middle click that because it's part of that whole thing. Yeah, it doesn't let you middle click it. So I have to rebuild that from scratch. Right, what is next then? What is next for us? I can still work on the aesthetic around here a little bit, but I think we probably want to wait until more of this area gets developed, I guess. Details everywhere. Make a boat. I'm not a boat builder. That's for sure. Wow, this thing is looking real industrial. Dang. That's a heavy counterweight. Is this thing going to turn? Like, if this thing turns from side to side, that's going to be amazing. Oh, and you should totally put it on, like, some really slow... Yes! Now, picture this. I don't know if you're listening, but, like, wherever you've got... If it's hidden underground, the controls and stuff, like, a bunch of cogs to slow it down, and then put it on some constantly active, but, like, long delay, where it's, like, it's always, like, slowly moving... Oh my god. What is this monstrosity? Someone's figuring out how to make a boat go around the harbour, I believe. There's probably a secret minecart track somewhere down below. Yep, that's genius. That's genius. It just took a chunk of the land out with it. Wow. Yeah, so for this, what I reckon would be really cool is if it like swings over here, and then it comes back again, and then it goes that way a little bit, and like it has like a pattern of movement, but it's really slow. So when you're in the area, you might not even realize it's moving, and then you're like, hang on a minute, like what's going on with that building? Like that's moving. That would be a really cool way to do that, I think. Cool. Right, I feel like we should get like a building going on in this area, or like a plan for some buildings, because we've got like a lot of space here for stuff, and this is obviously going to be a warehouse. Now it says plan. I don't know if anyone's started that yet, because I could propose a little bit of a build palette, let's say. That is a very nice block. I was literally thinking granite though. Granite, bricks, rooted dirt, and this thing going to look gorgeous together. Maybe a little bit of this here and there as like an accent. I really like the new 1.19.3 tabs, or yeah, no, yeah, that's 1.19.3, not 1.20. Is the mod pack free for anyone to download, not to join the server, just to have it? It's not, because we don't have a distro for it yet. We might get a distro set up, but that sort of depends on other people, really. So currently, no, possibly subject to change. That kind of looks like copper to me, that one. Now those are going to be nice. Do these ones connect? No, they're also good in that palette, I think. I feel like you need something to link the bricks together. Sometimes that goes in okay with these materials. Let's see if there's something for the... Ooh. That might be useful. That'd give you access to these. I mean, if you're looking for an accent, maybe just any of these, but we won't put that into the palette just yet. Let's have a look. Yeah, there is something vaguely brick-like, but it's just a bit. These blocks are kind of nice, but they've got like a weird shiny saturation about them. Hello, what's this? Dripstone? That's going to fit in that palette way more than that one will. So yeah, I feel like that's much better. We need something a little more synergy with the brick, maybe. That can be like palette 1, and then I think something dark for palette 2. So this is a bit on the lighter side. These, again, they've just got this like squeakiness to them, these textures. That'll actually probably mix relatively well. I was thinking something a bit more black, but that could go. And then this one has got this awkward green tint to it, so... oh, this one doesn't have a palette. That's weird. Found a bug. We don't have a Scorchia palette. Maybe the one block got missed off of it. Let's have a look. No, Scorchia doesn't have a palette. So we can't hot swap quickly. That's unfortunate. Yeah, they're a little too similar. I was looking for something that would be more contrasty here. Like if you imagine building walls and shapes out of those, it's got a relatively good contrast. Then I feel like you need something quite dynamic to break it up. And I'm looking at these blocks, so I feel like mangrove's going to be a little too friendly. Let's just grab one of each of these beams and use them. Mangrove and crimson are really similar. In fact, I've managed to pick it out twice, haven't I? Yeah, too similar. Too similar to that. That'll probably work, but I think the whole thing will look a little plain. That could almost be a part of this. And then I don't think green's... So you're probably looking at this for like 3 color tones, right? Like externally, lots of this with some of these, and then internally use this. That could be your build palette for this thing. In terms of layout and shape, we've got a road here. So I think... Right, polished is for roads. I'm going to put this thing over here. Yeah, just wanted to check that that mod was actually still working. Ash brick or limestone? I don't think we have limestone. Oh no, limestone is one. Okay, what about ash? Basalt is kind of nice. Splash, that's what it's getting up. Yeah, basalt actually. Basalt will be a nice one to throw possibly in the mix alongside that. See, I think if you think about the size of vehicles and stuff, actually, this is kind of like a little too close to the bridge. But like, how do we get scale right here? Like, I wanted it to go up into the warehouse. Down probably makes a bit more sense. But like, what about scale? Right, proportions stuff. Like, there's obviously going to be like a bit of a T-junction here. This also doesn't seem to go anywhere. So I'm not sure what the plan for the road through there is. But we've got this width of about 5. So let's say we mark out... It's a bit of a tight thing. Pedestrian walkway on the side. So your T-junction's like this. Bring that out. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like here. So if we got a T-junction going on, it's going to be quite a big old thing. So then I feel like you're going to need like, what's going to be our like sidewalk block? I think I might just use this spruce as a bit of a marker. So like sidewalks are here. Right, you seeing how I'm plotting it down a little bit now. Now we get to think like, what's going on here? Like, where are the paths? Where's this thing and that thing? So in terms of scale now, like I can see. What was the block over here? We had like this stuff. Like then you have a little bit of space between the building, right? And remember what I was saying earlier about things being a little bit odd here and there. We need to remember that. So then when it comes to the building itself, now we can look at it like this. Like this is its footprint. So how far over here does it come? Well, it looks like it's limited on this side. So if this is like a delivery spot, then like imagine we've got some like interesting arch or something like that. Let's go 2, 1, 1, 2, like that. Feels like it's a little bit on the low side. And then you got that awkward like one there. Anyway, again, scale feels a bit too wide for an arch actually, so maybe we ditch that idea. I'm just thinking this is like the warehouse entrance. So the trucks are going to go into here and there's like an unloading area. Then on this side, since the other side is rather big, small even, maybe this one comes out as far as this. And then like we can go way back into the terrain in terms of getting the scale, right? For this build. So there you go, like big old warehouse. Maybe what we want to do is think about the roof Like, how tall is this thing? That feels pretty good. Like, just, you know, look at what else is here. I think it's got to be a fair bit bigger than this crane. So then somewhere up here, we go diagonal. I should really be doing this with stone. That's what I've been learning from watching Pearlescent Moon. Like, start with like a blank template block, and then replace all the materials later on. Rofo Rex says, is it tier 3 sub patron only for whitelist? If you want to get whitelisted, go to xisumavoid.com/get whitelisted, or just xisumavoid.com and look at the right hand side of the screen. Like, it'll explain everything there. There are multiple ways. And Patreon is now instant as well. In the past it wasn't. Yeah, that does this down here too, doesn't it? Right, so now we've got a sense of shape. What I want to do is take this. Where are we at? Copy that. So now where's this bit? So I think if we were to... Actually, it doesn't have to be perfect really, does it? Like, you can just leave it flat there. So let's go... That's not what I meant to do. And just having a little gap there, give it some character. We can probably figure out a way to make that work. Maybe this is like the entrance for the path here. Right, and the road actually sort of cuts inside a bit. So on this, it kind of comes over like here. I don't know, just some ideas. Yeah, so then what we'll do is come to there, copy this, and get round to this spot and give it a paste. Come around again. So that will be the edge of the building, like here. One block further in. I should really learn World Edit, but whenever you spend much time in creative, to be worth it. Honestly, like, if you spend any time in creative, World Edit will help you immensely. Like, once you know what World Edit can do, if you're not using World Edit, like I'm sort of placing blocks and not using it right now, like I'm not using it as effectively as I could be, like it is such a powerful mod that if you are not like putting it to use, you are probably like losing out a little bit, essentially. Anyway, we can do a lot with that, but what I will say is that I think some height variance in the roof wouldn't be amiss. So let's go to here. And then to there. Just have that side there a little bit lower, right? Somehow the one at the end is... Oh, I see what's happened. Yeah, I see what's happened. Yeah, essentially, like, the more you can do using World Edit, like when you're planning out builds, the more you can put it, instead of placing and breaking blocks with your mouse, like, the better, basically. Like, that's what you want to be doing. So now I'm looking over here and I'm thinking, like, this walkway, maybe it doesn't exist. Like, we don't really have it over there. Like, maybe this goes straight to the edge. Want to cross the road, got to use the other side. And with that, we'll bring these two forward. Is 2 blocks correct? Yep. So then all of that just pushes forward a little bit there. Just trying to bring in like the, you know, the oddness or uniqueness or whatever you want to call it. Like, trying to get all that in place. Right, so like again, talking about learning to use World Edit. Like, need to learn to do that. Whatever this is here, I will say, like, we're building a massive warehouse, like, and it might come back to this area, and just consider like the eye line and like what is it doing here, what's it a part of, because I don't know how big this warehouse is going to be, but it'll go right up against whatever that is, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, also like with building, it really, like, it helps to have like a lot of cues. Like, I don't know if you noticed, I've been like flying back and looking from back here. Like, that's how we're figuring out the proportions of this. Like, does it look right in the eye line, and is it sort of a part of the area? Anyway, here's the other thing with builds. We can pick them up with World Edit and move them. So like, keep at it if you've got some inspiration you're following. Just I'm literally assuming you're listening to me. I could just be some nutter right now. Just chatting away to someone who's not listening. Yeah, so like we've got this big old thing going on. Big old factory that we can put some create stuff in. Again, like, look at me, I'm placing blocks like a noob. Here's what we should be doing. Take this, come back here, and then I think just a couple more blocks. Looks alright. Then this one, maybe we can make... I got a really nice idea actually for the back of this area, so I'm going to come over here. Right, we're going to hit that thing, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Paste. Yep. Then we're going to come out here. So where... I think I did a thing... Oh, look at that. It's different here. Different size roof. Right, let's go ahead and turn this into like a big section for a second. That's the wrong way to do it. So we copy from here, and then we want to... Where am I pasting this? Yeah, so it's in line with this, I think. Get on there, paste that. Then the next one, paste that. Yeah, it looks like we had some trouble with the pasting a little bit. But anyway, now at the back here, we've got like these staggered roofs. Roforex says, I've been using World Edit for years now. Great tool for expediting work. Yes. Expedient work. Yeah. I should have used the A toggle for that. But now, like, the walls at the back here, and we'll follow the terrain. Like, We don't want to mash up the terrain too much. Using the terrain to our advantage can be good. But these can be like little unloading bays, right? Like, we can have like a whole dock area here. And, yeah, there's like plenty of room to do something interesting. So we got that. Bring this down here. So yeah, at this level we won't do much with it, but then we can have like these little openings over here. And so we'll probably want a road that kind of comes up and around. So we really need to establish like where this road goes. Unless, is this a dead end? Could be a dead end, but then... Huh. It'd make more sense for that to be a dead end with the sea. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm going to propose... Like, the road comes through this area. And then goes up here somehow. And then that whole area can be like a loading bay. We really need a key actually. We really need a key somewhere. This looks like a village house that was, yeah, torn apart. Let's build a key on top of here. Put a sign together. I've started grey wall as roads. Excellent. Okay. Oh, that's oh, did someone just add grey wall literally for that? I just destroyed it. Oh dear. Where's the middle here? Community key. Right, let's get grey wall. So grey wall will be road. Now we used something brown for footpath, didn't we? So grey wall is road, brown wall can be footpath. We'll put those two in. Ooh, accidental swap. I'm going to put in stone as like our building. Actually, we should really change that to something different because stone's part of like world gen. What's a nice, probably a concrete, right? Or a block we're not actually going to use a lot. I mean, so many of these can get used, but like, what's an obnoxious one? See, you could use purple, right? But it's also a bit obnoxious in the eye line. Probably sticking to wall blocks, right? So let's say light grey is building frame. So one thing I need to come over here and do is a bit of pos 1, pos 2. And then replace stone with light grey wool. There you go. That's a building frame right there. So now we get to say this is a footpath, like, you know, it'll get decorated later on, that's for sure, but now we know it's a footpath because we've put that in. Might help to just do set brown wool. That didn't work because I'm spelling it completely wrong. There we go. Okay, so all of this here that hasn't been textured properly. Then from here to 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gotten a little bit odd somehow, not sure how that happened. So then here, like the road's going to come through this area, and then I guess we'll get rid of that. Sort of mark it, I don't know. However it's going to be done, it can go in this direction a bit. Yeah, the problem is it has to go up like a real steep bit all of a sudden. Maybe we don't do that. Maybe we go around the steep bit. So you could have like the footpath sort of like this. And then, yeah, the road would be much of this bit. Then it could go up round there. Wait a minute, I'm using the wrong shade of grey. Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! What a goose. What a goose. Oh, I guess that's a derp for me, isn't it? Oh, little dopamine rush, little animation on the screen. Oh, so happy in my brain space now, aren't I? Yeesh. Yeah, and then it matches up with this. So you can see there's like a road planned here. And then I guess somewhere around here, the road can kind of go up to this area. And then it's around here. Oh, look, there's already a road up. God dang it, I'm useless. How have I not noticed this? I'm just making hassle, aren't I? That's all I'm doing. Just making a hassle. So, I tell you what, I think it really helps to put blocks above the level instead of in the terrain, because it's really like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but when it's in the terrain, it just doesn't pop out as much. But yeah, so that appears like the road already goes over here. And then this will all be like road area. Like a parking space or something. Also, this white terracotta everywhere is a bit naff. Okay, so then this appears to be like the plot. Or building space, we'll call it. I'm not sure what else we need. Mods, if you want to put anything in the chat on the side of my screen that we want over here. Wow, this looks this looks extraordinary. Building a boat. Right, I got no extra messages coming in, so I guess we're good here. I've been thinking about starting streaming and just wanted to ask you show that song that's playing in the background. These are things you got to look up. If you want to know how to stream, you got to learn how all the tools work. I use one called Snaz, which is outdated, so I'm not sure if you can still get it. But you need to do the research on how to set up a stream. There's loads of videos on YouTube about it. X, do you want the road to be a mix of deep slate as it is now, or something else? Let's go with this road palette that we set up at the beginning. For the road is what I imagined. This deep slate stuff I thought was just like, you know, industrial area and that kind of thing. Yeah, looking at where this road here goes, I think we're probably going to end up mashing away a bit of this terrain. Or maybe we ditch that and just have the road come around there. Like, we don't have to have... Oh, wait a minute. This is because it doesn't connect. I don't know what to do. I'll let these city builders plan stuff, and then I'll come and stream and just make stuff on the fly, I think. Oh, this is cool, by the way. Whoever's working on this, get this thing to go super slow, so you don't even notice it's moving. Like, that's what's going to be the magic. You have to sort of stop and look and go, oh wait, what's going on here? Yeah, good start, right? We've got a bridge together. We've got a mega factory thing coming along over here. I'm going to stream this again tomorrow, peeps. And then after that, I don't know, but I'm definitely hopping on here again. Create Mod is a very nice system for trains. Trains might be better than roads. Oh yeah, we want to have a train station. The thing is, like, the size of the trains and the scale you got to think about. So our train station will probably go in that direction to the area over there next. So maybe what we have is this road. Oh, this is probably the road that should go. Like, we can build this up and have it come over here. This is the road. Oh, look at that. I replaced loads of the terrain there. So this thing can go over here, right? Like that to connect to all of this stuff. Then we can get rid of this naffness that ain't working. So we won't have this thing go directly close. Right? Then a train station. So I reckon these trees, somewhere around here, a train station. And then the train track can go, like, through the mountain. Like, there is some amazing terrain around there. And we'll have, like, the train track sort of come through it or something. But yeah, maybe back on this side, somewhere around here where these trees are. Like, potential train station around here. Like a really big build. Yeah. And then it could go both ways, so we could have a train track come around this way. But yeah, scale's just a big thing with all of this, right? Like, you got to get all the scale correct and whatnot. Morning Brew Games, thank you ever so much for the raid, I appreciate it. However, I am currently in the process of actually wrapping up my stream. So I'm just going to be sending y'all somewhere else. But welcome everyone. If you want to know what we did today, we started this brand new world. And built this bridge, which I absolutely love, because you can press this button. Oh! Oh my goodness me! It's Minecraft magic. Wait, where's the button over here? Oh, there it is. Press that again. Oh, it's so cool, isn't it? So cool. I love it. One more time. I think I might have a thumbnail here. Cool. And I'm going to put it back down. Sweet! Alright, we got a plan, we got lots to do. Don't forget a button near the water for the boats. Ha! Yeah, I didn't think of that. That's kind of funny, actually, that we put it here. Anyway, you know, it's all fun. It's all fun and games, and it looks cool. But yes. Oh, I tell you what, just before we go, isn't there pipes? I feel like there should be some visible pipes, like in this build somewhere. I don't know. That's kind of cool. Yeah, a few of those here and there. Right, I better wrap it up. I'm having too much fun, aren't I? But that's all we're going to do for today, peeps. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've been entertained. Be sure to hit the follow button. Remember, you can go to xisumavoid.com/get-whitelisted if you wish to join the server and all that good stuff. Right, I'm going to send you over to Good Times with Scar today. So, big thanks to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated, and cheered. Y'all are appreciated. Thank you for all the gifted subs, the mods, the patrons, the peeps making the server run. Y'all are awesome. I want to thank you so much. And, yeah, that's it. Thank you, everyone. Bye.